One of the legendary military vehicles gone civilian, the Toyota Land Cruiser is one of the icons of the off-road industry. This one has a complete restoration with $55,000 invested in the project, and I'm here to tell you why you need this in your garage. From the outside, the Land Cruiser looks exactly how you would imagine a proper, old-school vehicle to look like. Rugged, purposeful, nimble, and ready to take on the world. Now, personally, I like when they restore these with a tasteful, modern accommodation. A brand new aluminum body finished in gunmetal paint is a timeless, modern edge. Now, the main show of this build lies under the hood. Something special with a Vortec V8 putting out over 300 horsepower. It's a modern powerhouse packed in a classic frame. You get nostalgia, but you also get the test and tune performance that you want. And yes, it is properly paired with a manual transmission. Finished with power steering, power brakes. It has four-wheel disc brakes. So this Land Cruiser is capable of going up the hills and down the hills. No more wishful thinking on whether you're going to be able to get up the grade or you're able to steer out and brake when you're going down. To talk a little bit about the driving experience, I would say this thing would be almost unbearable to cruise around with without power steering and power brakes. I do know that if you had to wrestle this wheel, this would be it'd just be too much. So I am thankful that this truck is equipped with that. I love that late model resto SUVs now have a status in the car culture. This weekend at Barrett-Jackson alone, they proved that, being that they probably are one of the most highly sought after segments in the aftermarket right now. We have Broncos, we have Ram Chargers, full-size Blazers, and Scouts, and they're still on the rise. And folks want to relive the memories that they had in these early SUVs. While trucks remind us of hard work, these remind us of the recreation and the fun that they brought automotive culture. And the Toyota Land Cruiser sings this tune very well. It's a symbol and has a personality to offer. Restored, they make you feel like meeting up with an old friend and you haven't skipped a beat. With an ARB front bumper equipped with a Warn winch, these are two brands I use extensively on my off-road builds, and they're not just the big dollar items the performance shows. So when you screw up and you get in a situation, this truck is equipped along with some upgraded headlights so that you can light up the night. When you step inside, you're gonna find a blend of old school charm and updates for comfort. Immediately, you'll notice the Tuffy security box in between the seats. This will allow you to put all your belongings in there when you have the doors and the tops off when you're out and about. Plus, on the display, the new Dakota digital gauges are clear and precise, but still offer a classic look. No clutter, no techie nerd stuff that gets in the way of your pure driving experience. Can we take a second and appreciate the humor from some of these manufacturers? So in 1951, Toyota throws their hat in the ring to make dependable combat vehicles for the military. They set out to compete with a truck known as the Willys. And their answer? A BJ. They called it a BJ. Later, they would need to apologize to Jeep for infringing on a trademark and rename it the Land Cruiser. I don't know how else to interpret that. But in the early 80s, AM General follows up with a military vehicle we would come to know as the Hummer. So what do you think? Is this the ultimate classic off-road machine? Share in the comments below what your favorite classic SUV is. And like and subscribe these videos if you like it over at Bale Sport Collective. Worldwide Vintage has everything that you're gonna need for these vehicles. We'll see you next time.